Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am from University of Sialkot. I am studying BS Clinical Psychology and my name is Iman Maryam. Today I am here to give you some knowledge about motor impairment. So what is motor impairment? Motor impairment is the partial or total loss of function of a body part, usually a limb or limbs. So motor impairment is a physical disability. Impairment is any loss of normal physical or mental abilities. Motor impairment may result in muscle weakness, lack of muscle control, poor stamina, or total paralysis. It also includes muscle weakness and fatigue, impaired sensation, poor balance, and also muscle contracture and capacity. All of which need to work if we are to undertake the usual range of daily activities. So what are the some causes of motor impairment? Motor impairment is often evident in neurological conditions such as cerebral palsy, Parkinson's disease, stroke, and multiple sclerosis. It causes physical disability in a wide of diseases and health conditions. Disability usually refers to difficulty carrying out tasks or activities of daily life. For example, disability from a back injury might mean the person can no longer get dressed or bath without help. An extreme form of motor impairment is locked-in syndrome, in which voluntary control of almost all muscles is lost, sometimes including the eyes, in an individual who retains cognitive functions. So here are some pictures. These pictures represent the disability that affects the participants' legs. Persons with disabilities use assistive devices. What is the difference between physical and motor impairment? If your child has an injury or disability that hinders normal physical functioning, they will be described as having a physical impairment. On the other hand, if your child has a loss or limited function in their muscle control, movement, or mobility, they will be described as having a motor impairment. So here are some types. The first is cerebral palsy. The term cerebral palsy is used to describe a group of chronic conditions which affect body movements and muscle coordination in persons affected with the disorder. The next is muscular dystrophy. Muscular dystrophy describes a group of genetic diseases which are characterized by progressive weakness and degeneration of the person's skeletal or voluntary muscles used to control movement. Next is multiple sclerosis, ALS, arthritis, Parkinson's disease, and the last one is essential tremor. So here are some functions and skills of motor impairment. Motor skills are movements and actions of the muscles. Typically they are categorized into 18 groups. Gross motor skills require the use of large groups to perform tasks like walking, balancing, and crawling. Gross motor skills can be further divided into two subgroups. Oculomotor skills such as running, jumping, sliding, and swimming. And the next one is object control skills such as throwing, catching, and kicking. The second one is fine motor skills. Fine motor skills requires the use of smaller muscle groups to perform smaller movement with the wrist, hands, fingers, and the feet and toes. These tasks that are precise in nature, like playing the piano, writing carefully, and blinking. Generally, there is a retention loss of fine motor skills over a period of non-use. Fine motor skills can become impaired. Some reasons for impairment could be injury, illness, and stroke. Thank you.